Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. DBQs, good and bad at the same time. It depends. They can absolutely be a game changer, or they could absolutely destroy your disability claim. I'm going to dive into that and let you know my thoughts on the DBQ, that is Disability Benefits Questionnaire, for those out there that don't know. This is a public-facing form from the VA. It's a VA form that can be utilized for your disability claim and completed by your private doctor, physician, what have you. So before we jump into it, I want to throw on a special thank you to Robin Shane, C2J. Robin Shane, thank you. I really do appreciate your continued support so much. I really do. Thank you so much, Robin Shane. Again, I appreciate the super comment, super chat thing. Thank you. All right, so jumping into this DBQ, Disability Benefits Questionnaire, good, bad. What are your thoughts? I will tell you this. Are they absolutely needed? Not necessarily. But let's talk about why they are good. And then I'm going to dive into, well, I don't even know how I'm going to do it. Let's just go. Let's do that. So let's look at it this way. Disability benefits questionnaires are blank forms. There's nothing in them. It's just a form. Garbage in is garbage out. Everybody agrees with that. Everybody knows that. So if you just print out a DBQ and take it to your private doctor and leave it at the front desk and say, hey, can you have the doc fill this out for me on my condition of X? Sure. Come back in 2 weeks. Okay, cool. Thanks. That is not the right move. What's even worse than that is, okay, you go back in 2 weeks, you get that disability benefits questionnaire back completed by your doctor, and you go, awesome, it's completed, and you send it off with your claim without really understanding even what was in it. So your private care provider, your doctor, most likely, highly likely, does not understand what the VA is looking for. Sure, they can answer the questions in there, but there's 17 different ways that you can answer each one of these questions. So they're just going to answer it however they feel they need to. And they might not be providing the information that is actually needed in the DBQ. I look at DBQs like this. DBQ, the Disability Benefits Questionnaire, is a tool to help ensure that you get the proper rating. Now, the question is, how do you know what needs to be placed in there to get the proper rating? Well, the answer is pretty easy. It's in the rating schedules for your condition, right? So if it's migraines, you got to go into the neurological rating schedule and then find migraines, and then it's going to break it down and go, okay, if you meet this criteria, you're 10%. If you meet this criteria, you're 30%. If you meet this criteria, you're 50%. That's all great. And here's where the problem is. Even if you get to that as the veteran and figure out exactly what is needed for the specific ratings, and you go, yeah, I meet all of that, I should be rated this. Now you have another job to do, and that is go explain that to your doctor. You need to explain to your doctor, hey doc, I need you to incorporate this language into the DBQ. Otherwise, it's worthless. So the whole purpose of this is to make sure that you get the proper rating. Important to understand. So utilizing the rating schedule to figure out exactly what the criteria is needed to get your rating wherever it needs to be. Having the conversation with your doctor, all important. If your doctor cannot, will not, doesn't understand, isn't providing you exactly what you need for your disability claim, then I suggest utilize AME, American Medical Experts. They are board certified doctors that are providing this service for you. They're not just going to fill out your DBQ for you and give it to you. They're going to want to look at your medical records. So you're going to need to get medical records, send it to them regarding your condition so they could read through it. They're going to have a conversation with you. Then they're going to end up completing that DBQ because they're board certified doctors and they are completing this medical evidence for your disability claim that could result in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per year. So again, if your doctor can't, won't, or doesn't utilize AME, DBQ. DBQs will get you the appropriate rating if utilized correctly. Nexus letters, on the other hand, will help you secure your service connection in the event that you need to build evidence on the nexus aspect of your claim. So important to understand the differences here. DBQs, super important. So do not take it lightly. Don't think that just a DBQ by itself is going to help you out somehow. If it's not clear where you fall on the rating schedule, it's really not doing anything other than hammering home the point that you have a diagnosed condition. And then the VA is just going to lean heavily on your C&P exam. In the C&P exam, they are essentially doing the same thing with the questions from the DBQ to try to figure out where your rating should fall. The C&P exam does two things, really, right? They're trying to get a medical opinion on service connection, and they're trying to determine where you should fall in the rating schedule by criteria. So the C&P examiner really isn't saying they should be rated at 30%, but rather this is the criteria that they meet. Then they give it to the rater, and then the rater decides where you fall in the rating schedule. So DBQ is important, I agree, and it's only going to work if you actually take the time to really figure out the information that needs to go inside of the DBQ. Now, if there's a rating out there, a condition that only has one rating, like currently in August of 2025, tinnitus is still a rateable condition, and it is rateable at 10%. It is what it is. There's no higher, there's no lower. You would not need to get a DBQ for those that don't know, I have a rooster. His name's Stan, and he does rooster things. So he gets a little bit scary if you try to mess with him too much. So I try to, I let him do his thing. Anyway, and sometimes he's closer than other times. Anyway, so DBQs, very important. If you need help with your claim, check us out. Evidence-Based VA Claims. This is a company that I created with Clay over at the CivDiv to help people bridge the gap between where they are and where they should be with evidence to get them properly rated. Free consultation. Check us out. Evidence-Based VA Claims. All of the information. Man, Stan is on one. All the information will be in the description and in the comments. I really do appreciate all of your support very much. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you hung on to the end. I know sometimes I'm an over-explainer, and whatever. I'm rated for that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.